Welcome back. Happy early July 4th. I'm not going to be here with you on the 4th, so let me just wish you a nice day off. I'm assuming you're off today and tomorrow, maybe the rest of the week, or you're working like I am, but you probably have a more important job than I do. And at least I'm self-aware enough to recognize that. Hey, if you notice, don't have the usual background. I'm at the world-famous Petnado's restaurant, so if you're in or around Northeast Pennsylvania, you already know how good this is. Look, as far as our record is concerned, we continue to push, right? 64-52. We go 4-2 last 2 days to end the week. Why would it slow down? Sweep the board. We're going to Caesars. I see some of you are signing up, but not pushing through. Why not? You have the opportunity to place these bets. If it misses, you're going to get the money back. If not, we hit a massive parlay, and everybody goes home happy. That's the beauty. You want to go home happy. I want you to go home happy. Here's the tool. I'll show it to you. All right. I'm not going to bog you down and break you over and over again with it. But the reality is we have 70% off your first month. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. What are you doing? Let's hit some NRFIs. All right. So the drill is I give you one of each. You can see that I only have Y's up here. And the first one, I don't know, I thought would be a little more obvious at minus 120. Is there much analysis needed here? Not that you're going to get much analysis from my videos anyway, but is there much analysis here? The Atlanta Braves are the best team in baseball by a wide margin right now. Their offense is exploding. They're going up against a kid in Gavin Williams who just, you haven't seen enough really of him to think, you got a little Spencer Strider. Bryce Elder is just dominating right now, but he pitches with Spencer Strider on the staff, so it's going to be limited or diminished, I would say, just a small amount, but no. There's nothing here. The Atlanta Braves are live to score in every single inning, every inning. I don't care what the score is. It could be 25-1. You could have guys that you didn't even think were in the league that were just hanging around in the back. Somebody comes out of the clubhouse. No. They are live every single inning and definitely right here. So we move on. Orioles at the Yankees. So this is just an obvious fade spot. Is it not? Like, this is such an obvious fade spot to me. Domingo Germán did not just turn into one of the best pitchers of all time. And I'm not saying he got lucky. Don't get me wrong. Although I don't know. Do you think a perfect game requires a little luck? A hole-in-one, something along those lines. I'm bitter. I've never hit a hole-in-one before. Sorry. Pour me a drink. I'll take the strongest shit you got just to remove the pain of being in 3 different groups that have seen a hole-in-one. Domingo Germán is back following a perfect game. This has to be, and maybe I'm just looking at it in such an obvious term with so much in front of me that would just push me this way that I'm refusing to even balance it out with the other side. But that's not the case. I don't think, at least. Germán's numbers, even before that perfect game, especially, I should say, before that perfect game, come on, nothing that you would look at. In fact, a lot of you, I was one of them, faded Germán in that game. We took Oakland in that game. We went under K props in that game. It doesn't change all of a sudden because he throws a perfect game. Tyler Wells, okay, now we have a conversation. 26.5 to 5.5 K to walk rate, 214 X batting average. The X-Woba's right there at 295. These are good numbers with great ratios. Somehow the slugging is up, and you can see that as far as the one area, the one concern. This is resting on Germán just faltering. And Baltimore's offense is good enough. They don't K a ton. This is a great matchup for Baltimore to bounce back on, all right? So that's basically how we see it. And the best way to play it is that you're getting this at minus 105. I don't know if the price reflects, Germán's going to throw another complete game, whatever, but that's what I would look at. Look, this last game here, we're going to pay a little price. Probably, and I think a lot of this is the fact that Logan Webb just has a great matchup, just a fantastic matchup. Seattle's Brandon Wu comes back and okay, this was no joke, right? Just absolutely no joke as far as the first time out that we saw, or last time out, I should say, Brian Wu. I'm sorry, I had a PGA in my mind from hitting a Ricky Fowler outright. But Brian Wu dazzled, as I said in another video, and I'm going to replay that word again. Logan Webb has 24 to 5 K to walk rate coming in with a game. And I know we went under in another video, and I think that's fine because this is going to be more of a outs and those Ks will come throughout. But he could spike and get 2 Ks in the first and then get 2 Ks over the next 3 or 4 innings. But it wouldn't shock me if he came out and got at least 1 K, if not 2, against Seattle, and then they started to slow down. So it makes sense here. All right, so as I mentioned, I already gave you 70% off the Odd Shopper Premium tool. Yes, home run plays are coming. But let's go back to this here. Because if you signed up at Caesars, your first bet right now, and as I mentioned, 21 or older gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. This is so simple and easy. First bet's on them. Up to $1,250 back. So let's look at that. What does it look like? Well, if you put $1,250 on this 3-leg NRFI parlay, shout out to Nathan Joyce. He is the parlay god when it comes to first inning plays. My goodness. So he'd have to sign off, I think, if it was anything more. Go ahead and ask him. But plus 505, 1250, first bet is back on Caesars. If you miss it, if you hit it, hey, you got over $6,000.